Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos, knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca-key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser, I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slayer, pay what it cost for the tail, extra with the band, young Crizzle King, better add extra on the... I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam. I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The Falcons at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, post you. Hey.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So the completion gets them just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back to the ground now, Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Got his man. It's London. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw again. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Herbert now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Ready?
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Patterson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throw left side. There's London. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Patterson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Falcons! James Washington from 6 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams on defense, and they blitz more.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Patterson going to bring this down to the end zone. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they are back down at 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. DeAndre Carter back deep. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First down, Justin Herbert dancing to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to run about right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out and counted too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, Patterson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A quick throw complete to Washington. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Okay, right?
Patterson running between the tackles. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 31. Herbert forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because you're trying to hold momentum. He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't complete here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he's got some space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, we all discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Coup for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They started on the ground with Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, 53 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll give it to Patterson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Henderson running straight ahead. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. To the 43, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. 3 quarters in the books. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nice little gain. He gets 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Herbert's throwing in the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settled things down a little bit.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Hopkins' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this. Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On the option, here's Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So, for the Chargers, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.